Hey, you tapped in with the 2011 King. This that real 2-way top. Straight out of LA. Let's go. Hey yo, click, clack, chrome, yeah, the setup supreme. 2011 King got the whole Mac clean. Slide heavy, drip deadly, that's my theme. Every piece I pull, got that showroom gleam. Pro 2A, this a God-given right. Got a crazy collection, keep it locked in sight. From the safe to the range, we don't play. Big steel, big stance, 2A and LA. 2A and LA, run it every day. Crazy with the gear, keep the drama at bay. 2011 King, let the metal ring. Second Amendment, tatted everything. 2A and LA, run it every day. Crazy with the gear, keep the drama at bay. 2011 King, let the metal ring. Second Amendment, tatted everything. Yeah, tatted everything.
YouTube family, what's good with you? It's your boy 2A in LA, and as always, fam, anything I say in this episode, prior episodes, and future episodes is just my personal opinion. Don't take it as fact. Don't take it as law. Always do your own homework and come up with your own conclusions. Right about now, fam, I should go ahead and tap that like button for your boy. If you're new to the channel, I want to say welcome. Come on in. You can join the congregation by smashing that subscribe button and requesting all post notifications. And if you are an existing supporter of this channel, fam, I appreciate you more than you can possibly imagine. You are the reason this channel is anything. All right, fam, let's get this episode rolling. So look, we got a good one today, fam. We have a good one today. I thought it would be a great time to talk about my hybrid pistol collection. So if you guys aren't familiar with hybrid pistols, why don't we have a conversation about them? More and more, fam, guns are coming out now, either compensated, similar to your boys, Terran Tactical, Sam Viper, which has that big comp on the front. Another great example of that would be my Atlas Erebus or my Staccato XC. And when the guns aren't compensated, a lot of times the guns are ported. Very similar to your boys Venom Customs Triport, which has that very unique tri-porting system. Now mine is kind of a one of one that Don at Venom did for me. Usually they make a quad port where you've got 2 ports on the top and then the V ports on the side. Don did a special porting job for me where he made, instead of 2 inline ports up top, he made 1 larger port up top. It feels very, very similar to a quad port. I've had the opportunity to shoot both of them, but this is an example of a ported gun. Now, one of the things that have been all of the rage in recent times are guns that are not just compensated and not just ported, but guns that are compensated and ported, hence the hybrid label. And I have a few hybrid guns in my collection. All are outstanding. All are Grail guns. All are very expensive. So why don't I kind of talk about them and my experience shooting them. All right, let's start off with your boys Combat Precision GT Darkhorse. So what's funny about this gun is when I first got it, and I've shared this story before, it was just a compensated pistol. And I was ecstatic to have a Combat Precision compensated pistol because I had the M5, which was ported. So the fact that I got a full-size Combat Precision gun versus a 4 1/4 was a win. The fact that it was compensated was a win. So I got the gun as the GT, and I was talking to my guy Chris at the owner and master gunsmith of Combat Precision, and he asked me what the gun was going to score, and I told him, Chris, I think this gun is at Grail gun status. You're probably going to get like a 90. He was like, 90? Send it back. Send it back. So I sent it back, and then he upgraded me to the Darkhorse package, which includes 3 inline ports, as you see on the top. That kind of, and the gun kind of has that industrial kind of look to it, plus the comp on the front of the gun, some of the badging, a lot of what goes into the Darkhorse package, a lot of additional polishing and internals. And fam, this gun shoots amazing. Amazing. I love, love, love my GT Darkhorse. All right, next up was one of my more recent additions to the collection that came in this year, and that is the Dark Forge Reaper Covert Edition that again is ported and compensated. And so this gun was funny. So because of my relationship with Covert, a lot of times I'll hear about guns well in advance. And so I had heard about this gun coming down the line. I was very, very excited to get my hands on it. And if you watched when I did my LA meetup, and I had Tactical Bearded Dad come out, I had Team Blacksmith come out, I had Jeff from the Weapons Collective come out. We had a bunch of brand new 2011s hitting the marketplace that we went over, of which the Dark Forge Reaper was one. And when I shot this gun for the first time, if I can find it, I'll put my reaction up there because I think it is classic.
Wow.
So yeah, fam, I couldn't believe how soft, how flat, and how fast this gun shot. I was blown away. And that same day, I brought out my Combat Precision GT Darkhorse. I'm not going to get into which one I think is better, but what I would say is everybody that shot the gun, both guns that day, and all those guys did, the general consensus was that the Reaper was a little flatter, a little softer. I don't know about faster, but a little flatter and a little bit softer, a little bit better, ever so slightly better shooting experience, right? And so, look, both of these guns are phenomenal, and I am blessed and fortunate to have them in my collection. But if you haven't seen the review on the Reaper, definitely go back and check definitely go back and check it out, because I think this is a phenomenal gun. And if you have the opportunity to pick up one, and I should say this, make sure you are getting the Covert Reaper. This is no bias against any other shop, but for now, at the time that I'm making this video, Covert exclusively offers the Reaper that is ported and compensated. Some other companies have a Reaper that is just compensated, and in my opinion, there's a significant difference in the shooting experience between the Covert version, which is ported and compensated, and just the compensated version. All right, fam, next up is the most recent addition to my collection, and that is the Infinity Iconic, Infinity's own ported and compensated gun. Aluminum frame, aluminum grip module, titanium comp, steel slide. I mean, look, gun is phenomenal. Gun is a phenomenal shooter. It is the highest scoring gun in the history of the channel as of the time that I'm shooting this episode. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. This gun is incredibly accurate, incredibly flat, incredibly soft shooting, just different. Infinity is different. All of these guns are 90 and above grill gun status. You start to get, though, above 95, 96, 97, 98. Yeah, we're talking the best of the best of the best of the best. Part of that, obviously, is the aesthetic beauty that comes along with any Infinity gun, but most of that is the functionality and the shooting experience. All right, fam, last but certainly not least, the gun that I have said time after time again is the best shooting pistol in my collection, the best shooting pistol I have ever shot, and that is the Rafferty Lucky Devil. I mean, this gun is just stunningly beautiful and the dreamiest gun to shoot ever. It's a heavy gun. It's an all-steel gun. There's a lot of weight there. So people are like, yeah, competition. Okay, yeah, but carrying around this bad boy in a holster for 6 to 8 hours and having to run and gun with it, I think it would wear on you after time. But just for a range session, go out and put a few hundred rounds through it at the range, have a good time. Oh my God, this is the ultimate pistol. All right, fam, so look, this is your boy's hybrid pistol collection. Now, let me say this, fam. I got some other hybrids coming into the collection. Names like Venom, Viking, Race City Defense, and others. Stand by, fam. My hybrid pistol collection is going to double up in the months to come. Plus, I might take a couple of my compensated pistols and do a little abracadabra on some of them. But I will say this, fam. There is a difference. I see a lot of people taking compensated, lower end compensating pistols, sending them out, having them ported. That's great. That's cool. That's all good. I say there's a difference, though, between having somebody who does porting, putting some holes in your gun, and if they're good, they'll know how to do it so the gun runs reliably. There's a difference than that and somebody like Infinity and Rafferty and Venom, who have been making race guns for a decade or more and who understand the science behind marrying ports and comps together, and they've been doing it and experimenting with this forever. Most of them have forgotten more than a lot of these other people have ever known. And so no shade to anybody out there that's like that, but I do think there's a difference when you're running factory made hybrid pistols from very, very experienced gun makers and you're having like third party aftermarket work done. I do think there's a difference, but I do think that there's a place for that and it's fine, and I'm thinking about doing that on a couple of my pistols as well, so stay tuned for that. I think the hybrid collection is going to grow, and I think you're going to start to see more and more hybrid pistols in the marketplace. All right, that's it for this episode, fam. Until next time, as always, take care of one another and peace.